Welcome to The Tea, a podcast where we strive to talk, engage, and activate the community about local and national issues affecting the community. Sit back, buckle in, and get ready to learn.
Thank you for joining us this morning. Take these glasses off so I can see. I am so excited to welcome our special guest today to my podcast, Spilling the Tea. My podcast is where I bring people together so we can talk, engage, and activate the community on local and national issues. Today I have with us Holli. Oops, I just had a total brain freeze.
Murphy.
And Kelley. I got it together. And they're going to share with us information about the virtual food drive that's going on right now for the associated churches. I'm going to allow the ladies to introduce themselves, and then we're going to talk about how we as a community can come together and support this 25-year and counting initiative. So Holli or Kelley, step in, tell us about how this ended up becoming virtual and how the community can step up and help us to help you. So we'll just go ahead and start with Holli first, since you're here representing our union brothers and sisters who are standing in the gap for us. And welcome.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. I'm Holli Murphy, president at UAW 2209. And we have always been a huge part of volunteering in the Stamp Out for Hunger. Our membership is amazing at going out in the community, to help. They just always want to help. And even now, with it being virtual, they still want to help. They're very serving. They just want to serve the community as well as their brothers and sisters in need. So Lloyd Osborne and Kelley and Mindy, they were Tim Scroggs, all getting together, and they invited me to be part of this. And now we'll turn it over to Kelley so she can give more information on the associated churches.
Well, yesterday I was thinking about my memories of the food drive last year. And so I had to go searching for this t-shirt that Holli's Centennial Post Office at the station working at the food drive. And when I walked up, Holli asked me if I had a t-shirt, and I did not. So she gave this to me. So I want you to know, Holli, it's really special to me. I've saved it. I'm going to wear it every year. But the Stamp Out Hunger food drive, the food that's collected from that goes to the associated churches' food pantries. We have 23 food pantries. So the food that we get will supply those pantries for 6 to 9 months. So it's just very crucial that we have that food. Because of COVID-19, the food drive has been postponed. So it has not been canceled, but it's been postponed probably till the fall. So they all came up with this idea to, how can they help associated churches? How can they help with that food? And so the Solidarity Virtual Food Drive.
Michelle, I can see the 3 of you.
Okay, honey, we're on.
So it's been really great to work with everyone, and we have had donations coming in since Sunday to help with this food. For the way our food pantries work is a family can come in, an individual family, whatever the family size is, once a month for a 5-day emergency supply of food. So they don't have to show any kind of documentation of need. All they have to do is just have ID and proof of residency to get that food. So it's really a blessing for the community. We have volunteers at the pantries who have continued to work throughout this crisis to provide food to families. And one of the things that they've done in many locations is to have the drive-through pantries. So they'll either have an order form saying, what types of food on here would you like? And then they'll go and pack them up, a box or two of food, depending on the size of the family. So it's just really important. Last year, in 2019, we served over 900,000 meals.
Wow.
Not prepared meals, but that would be the number of. You can't hear me?
Now I can. So
Do
the
you
last
connect
thing you go ahead.
It's my internet.
Oh, okay. I got it. When I was asked to get behind this virtual food drive, I absolutely said yes. Because growing up, we were definitely on the poor side of life. And I can remember going to food banks with my mom. I can remember going to the bread store with my mom. I can remember getting those government rations. You know, at the end of the month, we just always seemed to come up short. And we weren't too proud to go and get in the lines to get the food, because that's how we had to fill in the gap. And that's why I'm just calling out to Fort Wayne to figure out how they can support this initiative. When I was reading and learning that you are able to potentially provide food pantries to 6 to 9 months worth of food to be able to give out to families. So you're saying that you are in 23 locations. Is that like Northeast Indiana, or are these all located in the Fort Wayne area? Share a little bit more about where all of your locations are.
Our pantries are all located within Allen County.
Okay.
So it's broken up by neighborhoods. It's called the Neighborhood Food Network. So for instance, if you're on the east, maybe the east side of downtown, your pantry might be East Wayne Street Center. There's Bethlehem Lutheran Church, St. Joseph Hessen Castle. So people may know about these food pantries, but not necessarily know it's part of the Associated Churches Food Network.
Yeah, I had no idea. I've given to this annual food drive, but I didn't realize the span of the network, and then even more so the impact of Associated Churches having the 23 pantries here in Fort Wayne, which is absolutely amazing. When families do come, do they have to bring their own bags, or are those things provided? They just feel right now, because of COVID, sounds like we're having a drive up situation. Is there a walk up situation too? Do they need to have their own bags to receive the food?
Their boxes and bags are provided for them. At this time, that's really preferred.
That the pantries provide the boxes and bags?
Yes.
Got you. So can
Because
people
they're already boxed up? Is that why? Is everything already bagged up and boxed up?
Some have them already boxed up.
Okay.
You know, every food pantry might have a little different system, but for instance, at the Lifehouse Church in Hunter,
It probably makes it easier for distribution.
And the volunteers that run the churches, are you looking for volunteers? Or are those pretty much provided from the church membership? Is that how the pantry food is distributed?
Someone boxes that up and then brings it out to their car for them.
I was asking.
They're able to choose the food that they will eat.
Okay.
Okay, we have a little delay here. I was asking.
I'm sorry.
That's okay. We're I think Facebook is having a ball with our technology glitches today. My husband showed me, but it's all good. So how are the pantries sustained? Is it from membership from the churches, or is it community volunteers or community groups? How are they able to keep these 23 pantries running? And is there somewhere for people to go to find out the distribution dates of the particular food for the food?
So all the food that Associated Churches collects is at our warehouse, and then we distribute that to the food pantries. Either pantry volunteers will come and pick that up, or we have a van and we will take that to the pantries. It's on a case-by-case basis there. In addition to the food that those pantries get from us, let's say So one of the pantries is Beacon Heights Church of the Brethren.
Mm-hmm.
They also will get donations from within the church. Neighboring churches will also pitch in and help with that and give them donations. So that's also a way people can give back.
Very good. So since we're in this pandemic, dealing with COVID-19, what type of donations? Is it just a monetary donation at this point? Are people able to donate food, or is it just strictly you take the monetary donation and then the pantry goes out and stocks up your warehouse? How does that part work? How can people donate to this virtual food drive?
People can still donate food. For instance, we had a church that collected boxes of food and brought it down to the warehouse. One thing that's really great though about monetary donations is that we are able to go out and buy food in bulk at a better price.
Yeah.
So that we're able to provide more to the pantries. And especially at this time when it's harder for people to go to the store and shop, people don't necessarily want to be out there sheltering in place. Although things are easing up with that, I think many of us are still in that mindset, right?
Yeah.
It's hard to know what to do. So at this time, monetary donations just really can make a big difference. And I want to say too that, it doesn't have to be a big donation. I think sometimes people, I know Holly said this before, people want to help, they just don't always know how or what the need is. And, one thing that might stop people from giving is they think, well, I don't have enough to give. You know what? A donation of $5 is helpful. And we've seen a number of those coming in. So please, I want people to know that whatever you can give, if you can give, because we know these are hard times for people, whatever people can give is so appreciated by those in the community.
I was having a thought the other day. The positive that I've managed to take out of COVID and staying home, I have realized the amount of money that I was spending on coffee. So since we're opening back up, and one of the statistics that I found and I was just amazed at is that literally $10 can feed a family of 4 for a week. You know what that means? 2 less Starbucks runs for somebody who goes to Starbucks every week. Just take that $10 and donate it to the virtual food drive. I know we're opening back up. We are going to possibly go back into some of our old habits and eating out more and going through drive-thrus. What I'm asking you is to consider taking $10 today, tomorrow, and just going online and donating. Your $10 will literally feed a family of 4 for a week. A family of 4 is 2 cups of coffee from Starbucks. Yes. So Holly, how have the Union brothers and sisters been gathering? Have they been hitting the online donations? Are they collecting non-perishables? I know it's, we're doing our 6 feet of social distancing. Please share with us the different unions that have wrapped their arms around this effort and, how they can get out and continue to spread the word as well.
Yes, our members at the plant, we have an executive board, and I sent all this information out to them. So they've shared it on all their Facebook pages and social media pages for the hashtag Hold Them Over.
That's what I was looking for.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep. I'll post that again after we get done. Okay, y'all, in Fort Wayne, if we're still live, let's make sure we get that hashtag trending this weekend, starting today, Friday, TGIF, thank God it's Friday. Hashtag Hold Them Over. So when you make your donation online, just put hashtag Hold Them Over, share the donation link. If you decide to mail it, we'll have Kelley tell us the address and the donation link where you can go and you can hold them over. You can work in solidarity with our union brothers and sisters. You can help associated churches stock up these pantries. Imagine we, the city of Fort Wayne, we can stock these pantries for 6 to 9 months. $10 will feed a family of 4 for a week. We got this, Fort Wayne. I know we can go over and exceed the goal of stocking those pantries for 9 months. So, Kelley, share with us the donation link. I know it's kind of long, and I'll put it on Facebook today again, but still, just put it out there. Give us the mailing address. Tell us who the check should be made payable to. And don't forget, you guys, hashtag hold them over. If you don't have $10 and you'll have $3, send what you can. If you don't have money, get some non-perishable goods together, and Kelley will let us know where we could drop those non-perishable items off at. And Kelley didn't say non-perishable, but I'm just recommending at this point, because of COVID, we don't know how quickly things can get distributed. So it may be best for this moment to, bring as many non-perishable items as you can. So Kelley, I'm gonna turn it back over to you. Tell us about the donation link. Tell us about the address, and what's the process to drop off food. Can Kelley hear me? Is she frozen?
Okay, I think I might have been frozen there for a minute.
Oh, did you hear anything I said?
No, I didn't.
Okay. So what I was sharing with our audience is that they should consider donating online, that we'll get that donation link from you, or they can mail in. You'll provide us with the address. I had recommended, if they want to donate food, to do non-perishables, because I know with COVID-19, it's kind of hard to move around and get things distributed quickly. Let us know what the process is to donate those non-perishable items.
Our warehouse is at 602 East Wayne Street. So if anyone wants to drop off any non-perishables, that is great. We are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 3 and Friday from 8 to noon. That same address, 602 East Wayne Street, zip code 46802, is where you could mail a donation. And online, associatedchurches.org, and as soon as you go on there, it'll pop up Solidarity Virtual Food Drive to make a donation. So it's really easy to do. And I know you mentioned people may not be able to make a donation. Keep Associated Churches in your prayers. Keep our volunteers in your prayers, that they remain healthy, all the volunteers, or pray for donations to come in. So there's always something someone can do.
Always.
And I want to thank you, Michelle, just so much for having us on here today. And I really can't extend enough thanks to Summit, the letter carrier Summit City Branch, the Northeast Indiana AFL-CIO, and Holli with the UAW 2209. I hope I didn't forget anyone, but just can't thank them enough for coming through. We couldn't do the actual food drive without them, and we wouldn't have the virtual food drive without them.
I know, that's so powerful. It's so reflective of
enough.
So reflective of what our union brothers and sisters do, always standing in the gap. Holli, did you want to add anything else to this before we close out?
I just want to thank all the members at the plant, in Local 2209, our community service committee, the leadership there. They all work so hard, to get the message out to the members so that members can go out in the community, and help find those missing links, to let them know where they can help. We're all a huge family, and I just want to say thank you. And Michelle, thank you for all that you're doing, right? Getting us, on the center stage right here so we can get the message out. And Kelley, always thank you, because you guys all work so hard, at Associated Churches. And we can't forget Mike Bynum out there, right? He's always trying to connect the dots with all of us also.
That's right.
Awesome. So, Fort Wayne, I'm just going to close out and say this. I just have a spirit of gratitude. I'm just so grateful for Associated Churches and Kelley coming on today. I'm so grateful for our union brothers and sisters that are standing in the gap to hold them over. UAW 2209, they're just always there. The letter carriers, they've been doing this, the Summit City Branch 116, for 25 years and counting. So again, my plea to you is to help us hold them over. Stand in the gap today. You can mail your checks to 602 East Wayne Street, Fort Wayne, Indiana, 46802. You can drop off your non-perishables there as well. You can go online and make a donation directly. All it takes is $10. Think of that, 2 cups of Starbucks coffee to feed a family of 4 for a week. Let's do this, Fort Wayne. Let's hold our families over and let's stand in the gap. We appreciate you. I love you, ladies. Thank you. I have no idea if it's on Facebook right now, or I'll try to edit it down, the initial, but I think they'll feel our heart and our purpose and why we wanted to get out there today. Kelley, if you ever want to come back and update us, Kelley and Holli, and update us how successful the virtual food drive was, just pick the phone up and give me a call, email me, and let's update the community. If you ever want to come back and talk about anything, I'm just here to serve and help you spread the word. So have an amazing and wonderful weekend. And again, gratitude for your service, ladies. I appreciate you. Be safe, and I'll see you when I see you in person. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm